So country number 51 is the company Skype was invented here, and the company Bolt. I've convinced Ashley to go on the scooter, and here she goes. Go faster.
I don't want to go faster.
Hello from country 51.
We're in Estonia. Welcome to Tallinn.
Hello from Tallinn. It's our first day exploring here because we got in quite late last night, around 10 o'clock. And we're basically walking in to explore some of the old town, which is meant to be one of the best old towns in Europe, like the way it's all preserved and things.
Most medieval, I believe.
Yeah. One thing that we have noticed so far, just from our short time out, is all the wooden houses.
They're really pretty.
We're staying in an Airbnb that is like a wooden house. And, yeah, love our wee apartment. Excited to see the old town. And yeah, we'll learn some more stuff about Estonia. It's a place I don't think we know too much about.
Not really, no.
It's Ash's first time in the Baltic, so it is Baltic.
Yeah.
It's rained all morning, a little bit windy obviously because we're by the sea. But what's mad as well is it's 20 degrees warmer than the last place we were at in Sariselka.
And we're still wrapped up.
It went from -10 to it's about +10 today, so
yeah.
Absolutely crazy. Good morning from Tallinn. We're on the go early this morning. It's much sunnier today, so
it's a nicer day. So we decided to kind of pack it. We decided to kind of stop, try to film yesterday, and we come out. I know. We decided to quit filming yesterday because we would try and come out today because we checked the weather and it was nicer. And it was a bit miserable yesterday, so we didn't get the camera out.
We went out for a beer at night. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
I saw the old town in the night, but yeah, it was just so grey yesterday. So
and rainy and just miserable. So
we're going to go around the old town today, see some of the main sites, and take it from there.
And now we know where we're going, so we'll take it around easier.
So behind me is one of Tallinn's most iconic sites. It's Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. There's a couple of these scattered across the world. The main ones are here in Tallinn. There's one in Sofia, and there used to be a lot more. There used to be one in like Ukraine and Georgia and things like that, until they were all destroyed. There's also like a modern one in New York. So Alexander Nevsky was a Russian warrior, and that's why the cathedrals were all kind of named after him. And this one is about 120 years old, and yeah, it's absolutely stunning. This kind of stands at the top of the Tumpi hill in Tallinn, so this is the kind of upper district. So you've got the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, and just opposite you've got the Parliament of Estonia with the Estonia flag on top. But no, really cool to see. Kind of reminds me of, like, yeah, you feel like you're in Russia just now rather than Tallinn. But of course, Estonia used to be part of Soviet Union, so you can see quite a lot of Russian architecture throughout the city. So yeah, really cool to check out. One thing me and Ash like to do that's a bit dorky is every time we see a flag, I always like question Ash to see if she can get it right. So we've just come across this flag. Ash, what one's that?
That is Hungary.
Well done. We're going there later in the year, where we should meet our family.
Yeah.
We're just walking around the old town now, and yeah, it's early on Sunday morning, so we've basically got the whole place to ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool walking around the kind of narrow cobble streets with all the different coloured houses and
And it's just nice that it's just us. We actually did just walk past like a camera crew. It looks like they're filming
TV show or something.
Yeah, like Estonia's Emmerdale or something like that. But yeah, we're just sort of going to look at the lookout point.
Gives you the kind of best view.
It's such a beautiful city though, like honestly the buildings are stunning. I think this is my favourite of the kind of old towns that we've been to, because honestly everywhere you look is just unbelievable.
Because they sometimes do get a bit repetitive as such, like just a big square in the middle, but yeah, this is like the biggest old town I think we've been to, so.
It's nice. Tallinn is a walled city, and the largest of the towers behind me is called the Keek in the Cook. My pronunciation may not be great, but I googled it. So this is the largest artillery defence tower, dating back to kind of the 1400s, and it's probably one of the most iconic towers in Tallinn today as well, making it part of the Tallinn kind of skyline. So yeah, we're just going to have a little explore here. We're a bit early. It is a museum also, and you can also go down into the tunnels around the city.
So we've arrived at the old walls. Just shows you how well everything is kind of preserved here. And yeah, pretty cool. I think there's 20 watchtowers all over the old town, so yeah, must have been quite a hard place to break into back in the day.
Ash, quickfire question. Name the flag.
That's Sweden.
Ding ding ding.
Behind us is actually the oldest cafe in Tallinn. It's Cafe Maesmok, Maesmok. And it's been on the go since 1864. And what's pretty unique is they invented marzipan here.
Yeah. So we just had a coffee and a pastry, which was nice. Little break from walking. But yeah, I would recommend if you're in the centre. It was good.
Yeah, it's just off the old town, so yeah, really nice place to check out.
Excuse the angle. The only way I can get all of this in is literally if I have the camera facing up because it's tall. This is St. Olav's Church, and it used to be the tallest building in Estonia. It no longer is due to the TV tower that was built. St. Olav's Church was the tallest building in the world back in about the 1500s, 1550 roughly. It's burned down 3 times. It's probably one of the most iconic buildings in Tallinn.
So we've made it to the main square here in Tallinn, and behind us is the town hall. Obviously this is the centre of the old town, but along the kind of side streets here is the main kind of nightlife as well. You'll find people kind of dressed up in medieval kind of clothes trying to get you into their bar or restaurant. Yeah. It's kind of all medieval themed. But yeah, Tallinn's massive for nightlife as well, so there is loads of bars around the town square just off it. I believe there's actually a Scottish bar as well here. There's a Brewdog, so yeah, all your big bars are all here, even the ones back home. But yeah, it's popular for
a lot of stag groups and just like it's
lads
a lot
on tour.
More touristy than I was expecting.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just didn't expect it to be this filled with this many tourists.
We have made it to the other side of the old town now. This is the Viru Gate, which leads you onto the main street here in Tallinn, like the main kind of shopping, restaurant, bar street called Viru Street. And these are the 2 gates that will take you into the old town. Definitely the most popular area for tourists and definitely well worth checking out.
Just finished our morning and early afternoon exploring the old town. How'd you find it?
It's been nice. It's a much nicer day today as well, so it's actually made it a lot more pleasant.
Yeah, it was nice getting up early, beating the crowds, and getting some of the main sites kind of more to ourselves.
Yeah.
So we're just heading back to the apartment now.
And Dan's ditching me.
Yeah, I'm going to a local football match, so looking forward to that. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So good morning from Tallinn. It is our second day here and it's a bit of a soggy day today. We're up again early, heading out to do a bit more exploring, walking about the city.
So we're going to explore some of the parts we never yesterday, which include where Tallinn hosted the Olympic Games and also more recently where a popular film was filmed, so we'll show you that. I'm trying to convince Ashley to go on a scooter or a bike, so we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, the Bolt bikes and Bolt scooters that I mentioned yesterday are all about the city, and because we've got slightly bigger ground to cover, that's what I want to do by bike.
It might make sense, but I have absolutely zero balance slash every time I ride a bike I fall off or crash it, and I think a scooter would be 10 times worse.
The last time Ashley was on a bike she did fell off, and that was,
during a wine tour, and I only had like one glass.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes, but and then we've got a few other bits to see, but that's the main itinerary for today, so
yeah, we'll take you with us. The area that we have walked to just now is about 5-10 minutes from our apartment. It's an old kind of industrial area that they've transformed into quite like a hipster artsy kind of scene. There's a lot of like restaurants and bars and kind of funky shops and startups and things. This is the Teleskivy area, so we are here just now. To my other side is the Fotografiska, which is basically the photography museum. So you can head in there and obviously see some quite cool displays and things. And we're right on the train tracks as well. So we've just arrived at Balti Jama, which is kind of the other hipster area that's filled with, you've got like little restaurants and cafes and things. There's also inside, at the top floor, so there's like 3 floors, there's like a second-hand clothes store at the top, but like heaps of stalls, so there's so many different kind of types of, I don't know, clothing, knickknacks, like just kind of any kind of stuff that you can get. So we've got that. You've got like plenty of restaurants and cafes and things, little kind of independent shops as well, and then they also do like little market stalls, so it's pretty cool.
we ventured out of Old Town Tallinn to this building behind me, which looks a bit intimidating just now. It's all boarded up kind of with fencing and things like that, but once this was an Olympic venue. So in the 1980s, when Moscow hosted the Olympics, this building behind me was used for the Olympic sailing, because at this time Tallinn was part of the Soviet Union. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Does look a bit worse for wear, but I think they are doing it up to kind of make it more of an attraction to visit. Really kind of Soviet looking, probably the most Soviet thing we've seen in the Old Town and Tallinn itself. But yeah, really cool. And another cool fact about this place is the movie Tenant was filmed here. So Tenant was actually filmed largely in Tallinn. the film that came out during COVID. I think it was one of the first movies out that people could go and see again. But yeah, pretty cool. Another Olympic venue. We saw one in Helsinki, and now we've seen one in Tallinn.
We've just come in because it's chucking it down outside for a wee coffee and a pastry. So I've got a cheese and dill like bun, which is really nice. And Dan has gone for a classic cinnamon bun, and it's hot. And they're both very nice.
That's why I tucked into it straight away, because it was still warm.
The name of the place we've come to is called Roast or Roost, and it's just like tucked away in this little kind of, I don't know, cafe area. There's a lot of like cafes and shops and things, so yeah, nice.
So Estonia's 1-0 up on Finland on the cinnamon bun competition.
Yeah.
That was by far the best one that we've had on the trip so far. Did you like what you had?
Oh my god, yeah, I did. I needed something like savoury and cheesy, and that hit the spot.
We got in at the right time,
Oh
basically.
my god, yeah.
We managed to get a table, and then like
The
10,
last table as
15
well.
people came in, queued.
Yeah.
So we got lucky there, but Rost, definitely recommend it.
Good pastries,
Good coffee.
and it just smells so fine.
And to be fair, like they cook it or they bake it right in front of you, so you can see the kitchen, you can see everything's like kind of freshly made. So yeah, it's definitely a cool place to check out. So as I said, the company Bolt, whose scooters I'm on just now, was invented by an Estonian guy. He is only 29 years old and he's one of the richest billionaires under 30. So he invented all these scooters. You get like Uber, like Bolt's like a taxi Uber kind of company. You can hire cars, bikes, scooters.
There's a food as well, isn't there?
There's food delivery. It's basically like Uber but with more options. It's massive in Europe, especially towards the eastern way. And I'm going to try out a scooter just now, so let's go. I've convinced Ashley to go on the scooter, and here she goes. Go faster.
I don't want to go fast.
What do you think?
I'm nervous. It's a bit nerve-wracking. I have no sense of balance, so this is like my worst nightmare.
Ashley literally falls off everything, whether it's a bike.
Every time.
These scooters go 25 kilometers an hour, so
I was struggling to actually push it there, as in like I'm nervous.
it's definitely not for the travel insurance, this
No, it's not,
situation.
is it?
But I'm proud of you for going on. We're back at the Viro Hotel area, and since it's a bit wet in Tallinn today, we're going to go up to the top to the museum there and check it out.
Yeah.
So we've just finished our tour of the KGB museum, which was really cool, really interesting.
Yeah, it was.
The guide was pretty cool as well.
He was so funny.
He was kind of like that kind of straight, dry humour
Yeah.
that you kind of associate with like kind of Eastern Europe and Russia
Yeah.
in general. But yeah, really interesting tour. You got to basically go to the top floor. So the hotel's lift has 22 floors, but the tour actually takes place on the 23rd floor, which is where the KGB back in the 70s and 80s were based, because this was the only hotel in Estonia where like kind of foreigners would be welcomed back in the Soviet Union times, because it was like the 5-star hotel and everything like that. So it's well worth checking out. You basically get to go to 2 rooms that the KGB that's kind of restored in the old kind of Soviet style, and you get to go to 2 viewing platforms as well. So they're
3 actually.
Yeah, three viewing platforms,
yeah.
and they're right where the Hotel Viru sign is. So you basically stand
Yeah,
like,
you're
behind the
basically
sign.
behind the sign at the very top.
So they were closed off to the public during the Soviet times, but obviously now it's a museum. You get to visit and get a great viewpoint over the city. So it's even worth doing if you just want the view.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because it was €13 each, and that was for an hour's tour.
Guided tour, so you have to go up with a guide, and I think there's like 3 or 4 English tours a day. There was a couple of Finnish tours as well.
Yeah, but no, totally interesting, especially if you want to learn more about the kind of Soviet times. Yeah, really interesting place.
Really interesting. Definitely recommend the tour if you're in Tallinn. Top secret, we got to the 23rd floor.
Okay, so we've finished exploring Tallinn for the day.
We have, it's our last night, so we have come home with a couple of local snacks to try.
So this is, I think it's called kaluhuki, and it's a little snack that you'll find in the supermarkets, and they're about 50 cents on average, so super cheap little snack. We did have one yesterday.
The standard flavour vanilla.
Yeah, but this one has got caramel, so
We're gonna give it a go.
open yours up.
You open yours up. Ooh! Oh, it's not got chocolate on it this time. It's like full on. The other one was like covered in chocolate.
This is the caramel.
Aye, but I thought it meant it was caramel inside it.
So this is caramel flavoured one.
Oh my god, stop. It's like a little caramel cheesecake.
It's literally like a little wee caramel cheesecake.
Oh,
And for
the
50
caramel inside.
For 50 cents, this is unbelievable. So if you're in Estonia, have one of
Look
these.
at that. This is better than the chocolate one, in my opinion.
Yep.
I love caramel.
Next time we walk past a shop, we'll be getting a few more of these.
Oh, that's so good. I wish I wrote more now.
Alright. So that is our
Yeah, I want another one.
So that is our time up here in Tallinn. We've got a train to a new destination tomorrow. Still in Estonia, it's just very far east. So we'll explain that tomorrow. And yeah, overall, absolutely love Tallinn.
Yeah.
Definitely something I would
really
recommend.
cool city.
City break, long weekend is perfect for that.
Yeah.
So
So thanks for watching. Yeah, we will see you in the next one.
and if you liked it, make sure to subscribe.